Birds, a field trip. Hi friends, today at Belwin we are going to learn about birds. We're going to learn about bird beaks and how each bird has a different beak to get the food they need. Let's go! We are going to learn about 5 different kinds of beaks that a bird might have. We are going to learn why that beak is good for that bird so that they can eat. Here is a bluebird. Can you put your finger on the beak? Good job! Some birds might have a beak that is like a knife. It is very sharp to use for tearing and cutting their meat. Some birds at Belwin have beaks that are shaped like pliers. These are good for cracking open seeds. Some birds have a beak that is like a straw. This is good for sucking nectar out of plants and flowers. Some bird beaks are like a strainer, so that they can get little insects and algae out of a pond. Some bird beaks are like a drill. This allows them to drill inside a tree for insects. Here's some cardinals at Belwin. Let's look at their beak. Do they look like a knife, or pliers, or a straw, or maybe a strainer, or a drill? What do you think? Look carefully. You are right. A cardinal beak is like pliers. They can easily crack through the seeds that cardinals like to eat. Here is a video of some cardinals doing some eating. See how their powerful beak breaks apart the sunflower seed? Here is the eagle that soars and flies at Belwin. What kind of beak does it have? Look carefully. Which beak do you think the eagle has? Is it like a knife? Is it like the pliers? Is it like the straw? Is it like the strainer? Or is it like the drill? Which one do you think the eagle has? You're right. An eagle's beak is like a knife. They use their beak to cut and tear, maybe a fish or a small rabbit. They use their beak for tearing. Here is a video of an eagle eating. See how this eagle is using its beak as a knife to eat the rabbit. It is using it to tear. Look out on the pond. This is another bird that comes to Belwin. It's called a bufflehead. Let's look at its beak. What do you think it looks like? Do you think the bufflehead's beak is like a knife, pliers, a straw, a strainer, or a drill? What's your guess? You are right. A bufflehead's beak is like a strainer. A bufflehead likes to dive down in the pond and get little aquatic insects like dragonfly larvae or mayfly larvae to eat. Then it will pop back up. Here's a video of some buffleheads on the pond. Here are some buffleheads on the pond. Watch how they dive down to get their dinner. There they're back up. Let's count when they go down. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here is another bird I love seeing at Belwin. This is called the hummingbird. What do you think its beak looks like? Do you think the hummingbird beak looks like a knife, the pliers, a straw, a strainer, or a drill? What is your guess? You're right. A hummingbird beak is like a straw. The hummingbird needs its beak in order to suck nectar out of a flower. Here is a video of a hummingbird doing that. Watch as the hummingbird uses its long, straw-like beak to go inside the flower, and then it puts its tongue in to suck out the nectar. Hummingbirds have long tongues too. Ooh, do you hear that sound? I think we found a pileated woodpecker. What kind of beak does a woodpecker have? Does the woodpecker have a beak like a knife, pliers, a straw, a strainer, or a drill? What is your guess? You're right. A pileated woodpecker beak is like a drill. The woodpecker is making holes in the dead wood to look for insects or to make a nest. Here is a woodpecker using its drill-like beak. We've learned a lot about bird beaks. See if you can use your finger and match the bird to the kind of beak they have. Good luck! Thanks for learning about birds today.